Hey guys, welcome to week 12 of the NFL. I'm going to make this video as short as possible because it is Sunday and the game's start in about, I don't know, one few hours here. So, or 2.5 hours. So we got to make this quick. Quick recap from last week, 2-2, kind of a tough week in terms of the ones we got wrong. I mean, I was on Minnesota against Green Bay and I got that right. Houston, who won outright against Tennessee. Cleveland, I watched that game. Baker Mayfield is terrible. I mean, it was 13-0 for the longest point in that game, and they couldn't score any more points. So, terrible. I predicted the Lions to score around 10 points, which they did, but Cleveland scoring 13 is so bad. So whatever. And then Seattle, I mean, that one's a surprising one as well, losing at home to a depleted Arizona team like that. So very surprising with those games. But, all in all, doing okay still. We're up to, I believe, 24 in 16 now on the season, so still right at 60%. So 40 picks in, 40 plays into the year. Last year I was 54-30, so I did 84 plays. Maybe not as high volume this year. I'll probably be around 70 by the end of the year, but a bit more selective this year in who I like. But who knows? We have an extra week of football as well this year. So week 12, quickly, guys, I got 4 plays for you guys. A couple of 1 o'clock games, and then I have an afternoon game, and then a Monday night football game, which I rarely am on. So a couple of the early games, Tampa Bay at Indianapolis. Tampa Bay I have at 3.5-point favorite. I like Indianapolis at plus 3.5. If you get a 3, I would take Indy plus 3. I think that's the sharp side. It's always tough betting against, Brady and the Bucks, obviously. But Tampa Bay hasn't been covering spreads on the road this year. And Indianapolis right now is one of the hottest teams in the league. I know I like to buy low, or sell on high teams, but I think Indy right now they're clicking, on defense. They're running the football well, and I think if you're catching at least 3 at home right now, I think Indianapolis they probably feel confident as well the way Tennessee's playing and their injuries that Tennessee's having. They're playing, and the Titans are playing in New England this week. So just a few weeks ago, the Colts thought they were done in that division once they lost against Tennessee, but how quickly things can change in the NFL. The Colts right now are very much live. So I think they're going to be, all hands on deck right now. I like the Colts at plus 3.5. Again, guys, not a very long analysis on this game. I know, or on these games, but I'm trying to make this as quick as I can. I also know the Bucks have a good rush D, but I think the Colts here, if Carson Wentz can just behave himself, I think this should be a good game. And if you're getting 3.5 points, I think you take the Colts. The next 1 o'clock game I was going back and forth on a few. I do lean the Giants, although I'm not going to play them. Pittsburgh is one I will be on. So Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a 4-point favorite. I think this is one of the, I don't want to say easiest ones of the week because nothing's easy, but I like Pittsburgh plus 4, guys. I think they're live to win this football game. Cincinnati won the first meeting. Pittsburgh is getting some guys back this week on the defensive side of the ball. I don't think the Bengals should be laying more than a field goal in this game. If you can get 4 points, 3.5, 4.5 points for Pittsburgh, I like the Steelers. Afternoon game, Rams at the Packers. This game is essentially a pick 'em. I think I have them at Rams -1. I like the Rams in this spot. This is a situation where I don't usually do well betting. I've said it before, betting against Aaron Rodgers in Lambeau Field. I've done it many times. I did it last year when these two teams played in the playoffs. It didn't work out well for me. But I do like the Rams here. I think they're the better team. They're coming off 2 losses. They're coming off the bye week. They haven't won since Halloween. I think they're just a better team overall than the Packers, and they're a healthier team. The Packers are banged up. I don't think Aaron Jones is playing. Aaron Rodgers is banged up with the toe injury. This is one the Rams will be super motivated for. Not only kind of a revenge spot from last year, but playoff implications. This game means more to the Rams. The Packers pretty much have that NFC North right where they want them. The Rams chasing Arizona, chasing other teams for seeding. San Francisco's won 2 in a row. So this is a huge game for the Rams, guys. Huge game here. Big difference between going 8-3 and 7-4 right now. I like the Rams. I think they're just they're just a better team overall. The Packers for years have been, greater than the sum of their parts. I just think the Rams get this done. It's gonna be a tough game, always going to Lambeau Field, of course, but give me the Rams. This is one of my favorite plays, along with Pittsburgh for the week. Last game, Monday Night Football. I don't think I've bet a primetime game this year. Certainly not a Monday night game. But I am going to the ugly Monday Night Football game at Seattle and Washington. Washington is a 1-point favorite. I'm taking Seattle in this game. Yeah, Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll on a primetime game where it's essentially a pick'em, and where Seattle's Russell Wilson has lost 2 games in a row. Aside from that, in those previous trends working, in my favor, I'm just not a big believer in Washington. One week they look like they can beat anybody. They can beat Tampa Bay, and the next week they just suck. So, and maybe you can say the same thing about Seattle, but I like the Seahawks in this game, guys. Those are my 4 picks. So we're going with the Colts plus 3.5, Steelers plus 4, Rams -1, Seahawks +1. Like, subscribe, comment on the video, guys. Good week. Good week. I hope it's a good week. Good luck in week 12.